Hello everyone and welcome to the Smashi Business Show. Today is Thursday, October 30 and my name is Abdul Majid Awan.
And I'm Parth Joshi. Hello everyone.
And today we are going to discuss, as we all know, FII. There is no need for a script, Ujjwal. But what we are going to do is we are going to talk about FII9. Then there is a whole post by Whoop founder who is Egyptian-American, Will Ahmed. He has visited all three big giants in the Middle East, in the Gulf region, UAE, Saudi, and Qatar. He started with Qatar, then Saudi, and then UAE. He is doing partnerships and he's on a spree. We'll talk about that. And then finally, we'll talk about a little small, big news. Al-Futtaim group, basically, not Majid Al-Futtaim. Majid Al-Futtaim is the right pronunciation, but everyone calls it Majid Al-Futtaim. So let's call it Majid Al-Futtaim. But Majid Al-Futtaim and Al-Futtaim are different companies. So Al-Futtaim group is going to invest more than $2 billion in Saudi Arabia, they announced. And all these news will combine into FII. So first of all, FII 9, day 2 ended yesterday. Funnily, I thought there won't be any more plenary sessions today. I thought there will be more closed doors and meetings and one-on-ones and fireside chats. But they're just talking and I see Noor Sued, she is the first female ever to take one company public in the Middle East. She's there. Apart from her, Sir Martin Sorrell, the S4 founder, one of the biggest media advertising agencies, companies in the world. He's there. I was just listening to him and he said that the world is changing. All his clients, the biggest clients in the world, they are saying that we need AI, blockchain, and everything incorporated into ads or into whatever they're doing. So it's a very nice focus of AI throughout FII. We talked about it yesterday also, yes. Right? That it's not oil that is being discussed in Saudi Arabia, which is very interesting. As I remember,
it's AI.
It's very funny. When you read about the FII event in the start, it was called the Davos under the Desert. And in the start, it was called the Oil Men's something. Because a lot of people in the start in Saudi Arabia only came to talk about oil or this and energy markets. But now it has completely shifted in 9 years and they are talking about AI, not tourism, not Saudi Vision 2030. Somehow they bring in Saudi Vision 2030, but they're mostly talking about AI, technology, right?
Because I think it'll all be driven with AI. It's at the core of everything, whichever field you're going into.
And I think the best the best diversification category that they need right now is AI, to be honest. But a lot of things happened yesterday, so we'll tell you the main highlights, but then I'll summarize everything for you as well. We have day 3 also, so most probably tomorrow you'll also listen to us talking about it. But the highlights of day 2 of FII9 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia were mainly we interviewed our team there, interviewed 4 people. Foodix founder, then Al-Ula comms and something marketing head. We interviewed Richard Attias, the founder, the chairman of FII9, the guy who is behind the whole idea, and also Ben Harburg. Yeah, the new owner of Al-Khulud, a Saudi club which went private and they sold it to him. But day 2 of FII9 focused on powerful intersections of AI, capital, global investment strategy. The morning opened with capital of AI, discussion on AI as a global resource. This is, I think, yesterday's script, but no problem. Let's wing it quickly. But what happened is, let's start with Richard Attias. He said something very interesting. He said, let me read it word to word. FII is not an event. FII, as I always say, is a movement. That's what Richard Attias said. He described the gathering as a platform which became a catalyst, a connector between people from all over the world to share their ideas, to share their solutions, to be a call to action. That's what he told us. And then next up is Parth's part.
So, an exclusive interview with Smashi Business during the day 2 of the Future Investment Initiative, as Majid said. Richard Attias, CEO of the FI Institute, emphasized that the initiative transcends traditional conference formats. It's not an event, as I always say, he quotes. He described the gathering as a platform which became a catalyst as a connector between institutions.
Sorry, we are having some technical problems, but now Parth can read what Ben Harburg said.
So Ben Harburg, managing partner at MSA Capital and a long-time investor in technology and emerging markets, and recently the new owner of Saudi football club Al Khulud FC. With nearly 20 years of experience investing across the Middle East, Harburg is known for bridging global capital with local opportunity, from deep tech and biotechnology to the fast-growing world of sports. Discussing his investment philosophy with Smashi Business at FII9, Ben Harburg said his firm invests in sports on the one hand and technology companies on the other. While his team has been investing in technology for over a decade, he noted that sports became a focus in the last 5 years, describing it as an uncorrelated asset class. Even if we have an economic downturn, people still want entertainment, escape, and community.
Such a nice idea why he invested in sports, because he's a very big tech investor. And yesterday we did a story about Tavi, now valued at more than 4.4 billion, 4.3 billion if I'm right. He reposted the post and said that I was one of the first investors, and he just signed a third check for them. Yeah. So he contributed to Tavi. Very interesting to know that. And then apart from that, the most interesting talk of yesterday, there was a lot of talks. Mr. Al-Abbar was there. Lubna Al-Olayan then hosted, whom we talked about. She's the richest woman in Saudi Arabia. We discussed her in detail in yesterday's show, but she was part of one of the panels on day one, but day two she was hosting it. But then we saw Ahmad al-Shara, the Syrian president, also coming up and talking about it. What is happening today to this teleprompter? But
the rebirth.
Yeah.
Syria,
so yes, he said everyone saw it fall. Now we will see it rise. He began by commending Saudi Arabia's leadership. Very interesting story. He told that he was born in Riyadh. And a lot of people know this, but for a lot of people it was surprising that he was born in Riyadh, born and brought up there. And he said that Saudi Arabia in this region is of great importance. It is the destination of economy. He noted that under Vision 2030, the kingdom has become a main driver in the region in terms of economy, security and stability.
So reflecting on Syria's past turmoil, Al-Shara admitted that the world has witnessed the failure of Syria in the last 60 years, but stressed that the country is now opening its doors to the world and repositioning itself as a trade corridor between the East and the West. Within 10 months, he said, we have received investments of more than $22 billion, highlighting the reforms that made Syria's investment law one of the best 10 in the world. Rejecting foreign aid, he declared, we chose reconstruction through investment and not through help. Teach me how to fish, not how to eat fish. Al-Shara revealed that Saudi, Qatari, Emirati and Turkish companies have already begun projects worth billions, particularly in real estate and logistics.
And he also outlined Syria's diverse economic potential, agricultural capability of feeding up to 300 million people, oil and gas reserves, and strategic geographic location, calling it a historic opportunity for investors. This part, like, he is a proper businessman who is at the helm and he wants to build something out of Syria. Concluding on a very hopeful note, Ahmad al-Shara, the Syrian president, said, I bet on my people. The people who won from nothing are capable of rebuilding from nothing. He expressed his lifelong commitment to seeing Syria strong again, praising Saudi Arabia's vision as not limited to its borders, but extending beyond the whole region. And he was telling a very interesting story with a lot of people picked that he forgot his birthday for so many years because he was fighting Bashar al-Assad's rule and everything. And then one fine day, her wife reminded him that it's your birthday, you should celebrate it now since everything is normal and you're the president. And he said, no, I'll make my birthday now with the birth of Syria.
Yeah.
The day Bashar al-Assad was outside. So I was like, yeah, this guy actually loves the country, wants something for this country. And all the things that he said, they made so much sense. Don't give me fish don't teach me to eat it. Right? Just get me a fishing rod or teach me how to fish. And then also the part about investments and rebuilding and not just taking aid like, okay, IMF, World Bank, Saudi, Qatar, give us money, we want to rebuild. It's like, no, I told construction companies, come, build this place. Obviously, you'll take your part from it. But in that process, I'll get my things rebuilt. So it was a very heartfelt, it was in Arabic, it was translated in English. for the people who were sitting there who didn't speak Arabic. But another interesting part that he walked in side by side with His Royal Highness, the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Yeah.
So it was a statement, it was a very nice statement by the Saudi Crown Prince that, brother, you don't mess with him, you mess with him, you mess with me.
Yeah.
And whatever he's trying to build, I am here,
it's
like holding his hand.
Clearly showing that he is an ally.
Yeah, and it shows that Saudi Arabia will not bear any kind of interventions or any other problems now in Syria. It's just a very nice gesture by Saudi Arabia showing that they want another country to prosper in this region. We always talk about me and Word about Lebanon, about all the countries that we have. There are so many problems. But Syria, out of them, is one of the countries where we actually think that something might happen. There is a very good ray of hope, silver lining in the clouds, light at the end of the tunnel, all the metaphors that you can use. With Syria, there is a chance. And obviously, it'll become a big four. I think they'll be the Andy Murray with only 3 or 4 Grand Slams, but at least
they will be Andy Murray.
They'll be now on the map. And the things that he highlighted throughout that 24-minute talk, it was supposed to be a 15-minute session. I was surprised because the host said, "Oh, we have very limited time," and I was like, "Why would they give him 15 minutes?"
Yeah.
But then they went on for 24 minutes, and he had the confidence on his face, the calmness on his face. There's a lot of speakers at FII who are overexcited, underexcited. They're just there because they had to represent the company. But he was so
He was very
cool.
passionate in the way he was talking.
But Ahmed Al-Shara was the highlight. Mr. Al-Abbar was there also. We've covered Mr. Al-Abbar a lot in the last few days. He was there at SIF, so
exactly a week ago we covered him.
Yeah.
It's been
So
a week.
he was at SIF, the Sharjah Investment Forum, and then he was also at the Reuters Next event, and then he was also at FII yesterday. And the main part of his chat was more about India and China, that he wants to invest in both of those countries.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's great.
He did speak about China at the SIF. We had even put on our stories that he quoted saying that the working culture is brilliant, but the Chinese are jumping on us, in his words. So I mean, obviously he will invest in a place like that because he sees a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
And so do many people.
But to be honest, if you're listening, if you're watching, whatever you're doing, I'll give you a very nice suggestion. If you want to know whatever happened in the last year, if you want a summary of the whole global political business, AI, technology, any kind of summary, just go to the FII YouTube account. They always have all the sessions there. Just listen to the people. It'll take you it's a day-long kind of a thing where you'll have to listen to at least a lot of people. I listen to it at 1.5, so it's easier. And I turn the captions on, so I'm reading and listening both. But just get a feel of what the next year would be and what the previous year was. It's a very nice thesis into what the world is doing and where the world is going. So yeah, FII9, day 2, really exciting. Day 3 is on. Let's see what we get out of it. But moving on, the second story of the day, it's very interesting because one of the entrepreneurs that we champion, we hero him up, he is Will Ahmed. So he's the founder of Whoop, which is a US-based wearable technology company. Is expanding rapidly across the Gulf Cooperation Council, the GCC countries, and who else will he choose? He chose Saudi, UAE, and Qatar to do deals. So he announced a series of new partnerships and investments across Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. The company aims to position itself at the center of the Middle East's growing health, wellness, and longevity ecosystem.
So in Qatar, Whoop is launching its first ever international performance lab called Whoop Labs Doha in collaboration with Invest Qatar. Located in Mesreb, the innovation hub of Doha, the facility will focus on research, athlete performance studies, and product testing, marketing, and marking a keystone in Whoop's global expansion.
And moving to Saudi Arabia, Whoop announced a new partnership with Lean Business Services, the operator of Kingdom's leading digital health platform. The collaboration, unveiled during the Global Health Exhibition in Riyadh, aims to integrate Whoop's physiological analytics into national health systems, aligning with the country's Vision 2030 goals for digital transformation and preventive healthcare.
So in the UAE, Whoop is reconnecting with its roots. The company first entered the region during the Dubai Expo 2016. Next month, it will relaunch its flagship partnership with the Dubai Fitness Challenge, an initiative led by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, Crown Prince of Dubai, encouraging residents to exercise 30 minutes daily for 30 days in November.
Yeah, and industry analysts say Whoop's expansion highlights the Gulf's rising prominence as a global hub for digital health and fitness technology. GCC governments are increasingly investing in AI-driven health data, sports sciences, and longevity research to support healthier, more active populations.
So Whoop's founder and CEO Will Ahmed, an Egyptian-American entrepreneur, said that the company is investing deeply to make Whoop a core part of the region's health and longevity ecosystem. He praised GCC leaders for investing in a future centered on health, technology, and human potential.
The whole thread that he posted and the whole caption he posted on Instagram, it was so interesting that he started like, oh, I'm doing partnerships, and then he announces the partnership, and then he ends with praising leadership. Some people might say that he is an icebreaker.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean by that? And she was like, a lot of people that she knows, they go to corporate events, a lot of conferences. Everyone who's wearing a Whoop, and a lot of people are, nearly everyone right now in UAE wears a Whoop. It's kind of like a status symbol or a fitness symbol, I don't know. I don't wear it, so I don't know. But everyone is wearing a Whoop and just going to people and just asking, is it the new one or just something? It's kind of a nice icebreaker for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because at these events, you can't just randomly, you can actually, networking is one of the key parts of every corporate. One of our people, one of our colleagues, Jitin was Jitin was telling me about an Aura ring.
Yes, a lot of people are wearing that as well.
Yeah, so it's not here, so it's here.
It's here, and then I think it's using for like payments and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it has a lot of options. So this wearable technology, obviously, Whoop is.
We have the fitness enthusiasts who want to track everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
So
It's very
brilliant
nice.
marketing strategy. I mean, for a product like that, it's the perfect sector to get into.
Yeah, athletes obviously.
More than going to someone in corporate or like.
Yeah, that's the most interesting part for me was that they'll be tracking the vitals of all the athletes and showing it live as they run. It's like when you're doing athletes and showing it live as they run. It's like when you're doing watching an F1 race or
it's like
a MotoGP.
the graphics and the lower
Yeah.
but like the entire weight tracking system where like you have it's all powered by AI.
Yeah.
So where like you have it's all powered by AI. So whenever the batsman goes back, let's say he's doing like a pull shot or any sort of shot that's being taken any sort of weight
Stuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, not even for a second, if they see a blank screen of just people playing football, they'll be like, maybe change the channel. But no, this new number. Oh, look, pace.
Exactly.
Oh, look, this.
And because it feels that show me the actual sport and don't distract me from like whatever.
You're a very conventional
you
old
could-
user of.
I think that's the entire point of a post match or a post game analysis is to show those statistics.
Yeah. Don't show it to me in the match.
If you show me those
Even find space because everything is already filled now.
I think
so
F1,
they come up.
F1 is the perfect example of this. Everywhere, even for the smallest bit, like on the chassis of the car, you have to pay this much just to be on somewhere like near
Marketing, but moving on.
Sports
it's a
is business.
very nice, cute story that we are going to end the show with. It's Dubai-based conglomerate Al-Futtaim. As I said earlier, not Majid Al-Futtaim. The Al-Futtaim Group has announced plans to invest 10 billion Saudi riyals, equivalent to $2.7 billion in Saudi Arabia over the next 3 years. The announcement was made on the opening day of FII as the group deepens its commitment to the kingdom's economic diversification goals.
The latest commitment builds on over 5 billion riyal in existing investments by Al-Futtaim across the country. According to the company, the new strategy will create more than 1,000 new jobs, supporting local talent, development and strengthening leadership across multiple industries.
And Al-Futtaim's new investment will span mobility, retail, insurance, financial services, and real estate development, key sectors that align with Saudi Vision 2030. Earlier this year, Al-Futtaim Group revealed plans to acquire a 49.95% stake in Saudi retail giant Sinomi. That is why this will actively contribute to Saudi Arabia's economic transformation journey.
Operating in 20 countries across the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia, Al-Futtaim represents more than 200 global brands, including Toyota, Lexus, IKEA, and Marks & Spencer. Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, continues to attract record levels of foreign direct investment driven by major.
It's there. We have the subscription link to the newsletter in our description. If you're listening, if you're watching, wherever, you'll find the link. Just go and read it, and you get all the updates of what happened. Also, comment on every place that you can. We're live.
We try to cover it properly.
See, we're live on every place. So if you comment, we'll shout. Hi, Ben. Thank you for giving the interview, and best of luck with Al Khulud. Hope they win the Saudi Russian Pro League someday, and we get to interview you again with the trophy.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to come to our office whenever you're in Dubai in Augustus Media. And whatever the updates are, we'll keep giving it to you on all our platforms, social media. Be there, know everything that's happening in the world. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.